Hello students, today I will discuss the principle of parallel plate capacitor. The device in which capacity of a conductor is increased without changing its shape is known as capacitor. Here the capacity of the conductor is changed without changing its shape. We can increase the capacity of any conductor by increasing its shape. As we know, C is directly proportional to A, so that if the radius of any spherical conductor is increased, its capacity also increases. But it becomes inconvenient, or we cannot use such kind of conductor for any fruitful purpose. We can consider a conductor whose radius is equal to the radius of the earth. Then its capacitance is only 711 microfarad. So the capacitance of a conductor is not increased by increasing its shape. We think on some other method of increasing the capacitance of a conductor. We will consider a conductor A. If charge Q is given to the conductor, then if its potential becomes capital V volt, then the capacity of the conductor C will be given as Q by V. Now if anyhow we are able to decrease the potential V of the conductor, then the capacitance of the conductor increases. So this is one of the method by which we can increase the capacitance of the conductor. Now here I am using a gold leaf electroscope which is connected to this conductor A, and by this gold leaf electroscope we will be able to know that its potential is decreased or not, because the separation between the leaves of the electroscope decreases when the potential of the conductor decreases. The charge given to the conductor is uniformly spread on both the sides of the conductor, Q by 2 on one side and Q by 2 on other side. Now if we place another conductor of similar shape in nearby position of first conductor A, then its potential decreases a little, and hence the separation between the leaves of gold leaf electroscope is reduced. Now how the potential of plate A is decreased? Let us look here. This is charge Q by 2 of one side of plate A, and this is charge plus Q by 2 of other side of plate A. When we place another conductor nearby A, then what happens? Minus Q by 2 charge is induced on the inner side of plate B, and plus Q by 2 charge is induced on the outer side of plate B. In such case, the potential of plate A is reduced, because the potential of plate A is due to the plus Q charge on plate A, and also due to the minus Q by 2 charge on plate A and plus Q by 2 charge on plate A. Here minus Q by 2 charge is nearer to plate A, so potential due to minus Q by 2 charge at A will be greater than potential due to plus Q by 2 at plate A. So net potential of A will be reduced in comparison to this case. Now if we connect the outer face of plate B to the ground, then what happens? Electrons come from the ground and neutralizes the Q by 2 charge of outer surface of plate B. In that case, what happens? It has only minus Q by 2 charge. Slowly the electrons continue coming to the inner side of plate B from ground until its charge becomes equal to the charge of plate A, and the charge of plate A is plus Q, and all its charge is concentrated on the inner surface. Also the total charge of B is also concentrated on the inner surface. So in this case, the charge is on the inner surfaces of the plates and is equal to plus Q and minus Q. In this case, the potential of the system reduces a little more in comparison to case B, and let this potential is V dash. Now we can calculate this potential V dash from here. So in position C, the potential of this conductor A will be potential due to its own charge, means potential due to the charge of conductor A, plus potential at A due to charge minus Q of B. V dash is equal to V. V is the potential of A plus minus V double dash. Minus V double dash is the potential at point A due to charge minus Q of B. From this equation, we can write V is equal to V dash plus V double dash. You can easily notice from this equation that V is greater than V dash. In this state, if the capacity of the conductor is C dash, then C dash is equal to Q by V dash from equation 4. Now we will divide equation number 4 and equation number 1. So we get C dash upon C is equal to V upon V dash, but we have seen that V is greater than V dash. So V is greater than V dash, hence C dash will be greater than C. This shows that when an uncharged and grounded conductor is brought near to a charged conductor, then the capacity of the charged conductor is increased. And this is the principle of capacitor. Next we discuss the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. A parallel plate capacitor is made up of two rectangular or circular plates. One plate is isolated and other plate is connected to ground. Let a dielectric substance of dielectric constant K is filled inside the plates of this capacitor, and Q is the charge given to its isolated plate. If the area of plate is capital A, then the surface charge density on each plate sigma is equal to Q by A. Intensity of electric field between the plates E is equal to sigma by epsilon 0 K. If the distance between the plates is D and potential difference is V, then we know that electric field E is equal to V by D. Now we compare equation 2 and 3. So we get V by D is equal to sigma by epsilon 0 K. So from here we get V is equal to sigma into D upon epsilon 0 K. We will substitute the value of surface charge density sigma from equation 1, Q by A. So we get V is equal to Q into D upon A epsilon 0 K. Therefore the capacity of the capacitor C is equal to Q by V. We have obtained the value of V. We will substitute this value from equation 5. We will get Q upon Q into D upon A epsilon 0 K. On solving this equation, we will obtain C is equal to K epsilon 0 by D. If there is air between the plates of the capacitor, then in that case K is equal to 1, and so the capacity of a air filled capacitor C0 is equal to A epsilon 0 by D. We will divide equation 6 by 7, so we get C by C0 is equal to K. From here we can obtain the definition of dielectric constant. So the dielectric constant or specific inductive capacity of a medium is equal to the ratio of capacitance of the capacitor with that medium as dielectric and the capacitance of the capacitor with air as dielectric. The capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor can be increased as. From this relation we can see the capacitance is directly proportional to A. A is area of plates. So by increasing the area of plates, we can increase the capacity of the capacitor, but this is against the principle of capacitance, so we do not increase the capacity of the capacitor by increasing its area. Second, C is directly proportional to K, means we can fill this space between the plates by a medium of high specific inductive capacity to increase the capacitance of the capacitor. Also, we can see C is inversely proportional to D, and hence if we decrease the distance between the plates of the capacitor, the capacitance of the capacitor is increased. Next is combination of capacitors. Number one is series combination. To reduce the capacity of the capacitors, they are connected in series combination. Here there are three capacitors having capacity C1, C2 and C3 respectively. They are connected in series combination. First capacitor is given charge plus Q. It is distributed over the inner surface of its first plate. Due to induction, same amount of charge with opposite nature is induced on the front plate. Similar induction takes place in rest of the capacitors. Here you can see that charge Q on each plate of the capacitor is same, while the potential on each capacitor will be different due to their different capacities. Let the total potential difference between the three capacitors is capital V. In this case, we can write capital V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Charge on each plate of the combination is same. So for first capacitor we can write Q is equal to C1 V1 is equal to C2 V2 for second is equal to C3 V3 for third. From here, if we take Q is equal to C1 V1, we get V1 is equal to Q by C1. If we take Q is equal to C2 V2, we get V2 is equal to Q by C2. And if we take Q is equal to C3 V3, then we get V3 is equal to Q by C3. On substituting these values in equation number 1, we have V is equal to Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. If the capacitance of the combination is capital C, in that case V is equal to Q by C. We can substitute this value of V here into, so we get Q by C is equal to Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. This implies that 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This is the relation for series combination of capacitors. Now we will come upon parallel combination. To increase the capacity of capacitors, they are connected in parallel combination. Let us consider three capacitors of capacities C1, C2 and C3 which are connected in parallel combination. In parallel combination, as we know, the potential difference remains same between all the elements. So here we have considered a potential capital V between the plates of all these capacitors. Now charge Q is given to the first plates of all the capacitors. This charge is distributed in different quantities on the plates of the capacitors in accordance to their capacitances. So let the charge on the plates of the capacitor is Q1, Q2 and Q3 respectively. Then this total charge will be equal to the sum of Q1, Q2 and Q3. But Q1 will be C1V and Q2 is equal to C2V and Q3 is equal to C3V. We will substitute these values in equation number 1. So we get Q is equal to C1V plus C2V plus C3V. We will take V outside. So we get Q is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 into V. If the capacitance of the combination is capital C, in that case Q is equal to C into V. We will substitute this value in equation number 2. We get CV is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 into V. We will cancel out from both the sides, so we get C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This is the formula of parallel combination of capacitors.